As the sun sets over the city of Lagos, its last rays turned the bustling streets into a canvas of amber and gold. From his apartment on the top floor of one of the Ikoyi's prestigious high-rises, Jaden Collins gazed out at the mesmerizing sight. His thoughts, however, were far from the beauty of the city. They were fixed on the woman who had become the center of his world. Omolewa was more than just a girlfriend to Jaden. She was the future he had been dreaming of, the perfect partner who could stand beside him as he navigated the complexities of his family's business empire. They had met through mutual friends at a business conference in Abuja. For Jaden, it was love at first sight. Her intellect was as captivating as her beauty, and he knew instantly that she was the one he wanted to spend a life with. Tonight, he was introducing Omolewa to his family, and Jaden had a mix of nervous and excitement. His parents, Chief and Mrs. Collins, were traditional and deep-rooted in their culture. Convincing them that Omolewa was the right choice had not been easy, especially since she was not from the same state. However, he had managed to get their blessing for tonight's dinner, where he would formally announce their engagement. In the dinner room was Chief Collins and his wife, their eyes sparkling with joy, and next to her, their younger son, Junior, lounged casually, a small smile playing on his lips. Junior was known in the family as the charming and playful one, unlike Jaden. Jaden and Omolewa arrived just as dinner was being served. Omolewa, dressed in a simple but elegant gown, greeted Jaden's parents with respect and warmth. She was a natural charmer, engaging both Chief and Mrs. Collins with ease. Junior seemed taken aback by her presence, a curious glint in his eyes as he observed her. As the evening progressed, Omolewa and Junior, Jaden's youngest brother, found themselves sitting next to each other, reminiscing about their days at the University of Lagos. They discovered that they had been in the same faculty and had even shared some of the same classes. Junior, who had always been the most adventurous of the two brothers, remembered Omolewa from a few casual encounters at the university parties. They had shared some sacred moments in the past, nothing serious, but something enough to rekindle a small spark. As they talked, Omolewa's eyes sparkled with a light that Junior had not seen before. She was more beautiful than he remembered, her presence more intoxicating. Despite the casual nature of their past, he couldn't deny the connection he felt. It was a connection that Jaden seemed oblivious to, lost in his own world as he spoke animatedly to his parents about their future plans. When the evening ended and Jaden and Omolewa were about leaving, Junior couldn't resist pulling her aside. It is really good to see you again, Omolewa, he said, his voice soft and warm. We should catch up sometimes, just the two of us, maybe grab a lunch. Omolewa hesitated for a moment, her eyes flicking towards Jaden, who was engrossed in conversation with his father. Then she smiled. Sure, Junior, I'd like that too. As they left the Collins residence, Jaden was on cloud 9, unaware of the silent bond that had been reignited between the fiancé and his brother. The weeks following the dinner were a lot of activity for Jaden and Omolewa. They were busy planning their wedding, a grand affair that was set to take place in one of Lagos' most luxurious hotels. Despite the chaos, Omolewa found herself thinking about Junior more often than she should have. Their lunch dates had turned into several, and each meeting brought them closer together. One evening, After one of their secret meetings, Junior and Omolewa decided to take a long walk of romance to where a car was parked. The atmosphere was warm and the air was filled with the scent of jasmine. As they moved around, Junior couldn't help but reach out and tuck a loose strand of hair behind her hair. You know, Omolewa, I've been thinking about you a lot lately, he confessed, his voice barely above a whisper. Omolewa looked up at him, her eyes wide. Junior, we shouldn't be doing this. I'm marrying your brother. I know, Junior replied, his eyes filled with a mix of guilt and longing. But I can't help how I feel. I've tried to stay away, but it's impossible, Omolewa. Omolewa's resolve wavered as she looked into Junior's eyes. She knew it was wrong, but the feelings she had for him were too strong to ignore too. They had a connection that was undeniable, something that she had never felt with Jaden. Without any word, Junior leaned in and kissed her. It was a kiss that sealed their fate, a kiss that marked the beginning of a secret affair that would eventually lead to tragedy. The wedding was a lavish affair attended by the who's who of Lagos society. Jaden and Omolewa looked every bit the perfect couple. Their smiles radiate as they exchanged vows. Junior watched from the sidelines, his heart heavy with conflicting emotions. He loved his brother, but his feelings for Omolewa were too powerful to deny. As the months passed, the affair between Junior and Omolewa continued. They met in secret, finding solace in each other's arms. Omolewa knew it was wrong, but she couldn't help herself. She loved Jaden, but the passion she felt for Junior was something she couldn't ignore. Their affairs took a dangerous turn when Omolewa discovered she was pregnant. The news came as a shock to both of them, as they knew they had to make a decision. Omolewa was torn between her love for Jaden and her feelings for Junior. She wanted to end the affairs, but Junior wouldn't let her go. We can't keep doing this, Junior, Omolewa said one evening as they lay in bed together. I'm pregnant and I can't keep lying to Jaden. Junior turned to her, his eyes filled with determination. Then, don't lie to him anymore. Leave him and be with me. We can start a new life together. Omolewa shook her head, tears filling her eyes. I can't do that. I can't leave him. He's my husband. Junior sat up, his face darkening with anger. Then, what are you going to do? You can't have this baby and pretend it's his. It's mine, Omolewa. I won't let you take that away from me. Omolewa looked away, her eyes heavy with guilt and confusion. She knew she had to make a decision, but she didn't know what to do. She loved Jaden, but feelings for Junior were too strong to ignore. As weeks passed, the tension between Junior and Omolewa grew. Junior became more insistent, pushing Omolewa to leave Jaden and start a new life with him. Omolewa, torn between her love for Jaden and her feelings for Junior, did not know what to do. One evening, as they sat in a hotel room, Junior made a proposal that would change their lives. What if we get rid of Jaden? He suggested, his voice low and dangerous. We can make it look like an accident. No one will ever know. Omolewa looked at him in shock, her heart pounding in her chest. What are you saying, Junior? We can't do that. He's your brother. Junior shrugged, his eyes cold and calculating. Is in the way, Omolewa. If we want to be together, we have to get rid of him. Omolewa shook her head, her mind racing. She knew it was wrong, but the thought of being with Junior was too tempting to resist. She looked at him, her eyes filled with a mix of fear and longing. I don't know, Junior. I don't think I can do it. Junior reached out and took her hand, his grip firm and reassuring. You don't have to do anything, Omolewa. I will take care of everything. All you have to do is trust me. Omolewa looked at him. Her eyes turned between her love for Jaden and her feelings for Junior. She knew she had to make a decision. As she sat there, her mind filled with conflicting emotions. She knew that whatever choices she made would change her life forever.